You can't count on YouTube. And at some point, I'll go back to a full-time job because that's going to be how this shakes out. You know, that, I mean, we already see what's going on with AI and how many platforms are really working hard to demonetize channels.
Huh, they're working hard to demonetize channels. I wonder who had a hand in that. Deplatforming channels for making jokes about you? Huh. Rings a bell, doesn't it? Like, he's saying he has to get a job because of AI. No, the reason that you would have to go get a job is because you ruined your own career. Quartering is somebody who had it all. He had a beautiful wife, still has one for now. He got to have all of the luxury stuff he ever wanted, and he's throwing it away. Now he has to actually go back to work to maintain his mansion and all his luxury goods that he wasted his viewers' money on while begging them for more money. And for his various grifts, such as his coffee shop that he claimed was his, but then he flip-flops back and forth on. He's like, oh, I own the factory, I don't own the factory. You guys need to pay $80,000 for my equipment, but then it doesn't seem to be his equipment. It seems to be owned by someone else. Nothing to do with Quartering's actions. Has completely everything to do with AI. He chose to humiliate himself out here. He chose to go and try to deplatform people, but now he's out of a job because of AI. What jobs would the Quartering be good at? So we have janitor for all the sweeping he does. UPS. What else would he be good at? We're helping him out. We're helping give job ideas. Toilet tester. Well, he has plumber's crack, so that could work. Big cherry on top was the way that he would just disgustingly simp after women and say the gross, like, it couldn't be a gentlemanly comment. No, he has to say like, let me see your tits and feet. You know, that's Quartering. And I think that extra bit is really what made his audience lose respect for him, and they just can't get past it. I'm gonna call this the simp to wagey pipeline. In case you're wondering, that's my chair for the Quartering. He's spiritually there right now. He had it all, and not only did he blow away his he had it all, and not only did he I can't say it now. Not only did he waste it all, okay, with having a nice life, having a nice wife, having a nice house, right? All of his luxury goods. Apparently, his wife doesn't even like him that much, which we kind of gathered. We kind of gathered that his wife didn't like him that much from the that clip I put in the video on Quartering, the Chronicles of Crybully, where she says she shaves his face and leaves the mustache, and he's like, "Do you think I'm hotter now or before?" And she's like, "You don't want to know the answer to that," and just felt him. We already had a taste of that. Oh, I don't think she really likes him, right? Well, turns out there's more.
Because we're gonna finish that stupid "The Beast in Me" thing tonight, hopefully. And my wife is like sick of me. I am audibly groaning throughout the show. She fucking hates that, and like, I get it, but it's like,
she's so sick of his shit.
You know, when you see like now when I see like girl power moments or whatever, I'm just like, or like, oh, of course she's gay. Like, I'll say shit like that, you know, and she's like, grown. And I was like, yeah, but I deal with this shit all day. I just want to like watch episodes of Impractical Jokers where I don't have to deal with, you know.
Right. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, his wife does not enjoy watching TV shows with him. I wonder why. Maybe she'll have time to watch them by herself when he has to go get a job from ruining his career. I know it's supposed to be... See, if it was a normal circumstances, someone... They're just in a rough spot for whatever reason. No matter what they do, nothing's working, and they're at their breaking point for their channel. Normally, you know, we would have some empathy for that. We would feel bad. I wouldn't want to be in that situation, right? And a lot of YouTubers are stuck with what they do as well. That's something very common. I think it's part of why some girls do OnlyFans, but we'll get into that another time. But in this situation with the Quartering, I don't feel bad. There doesn't seem to be any redemption, any self-awareness, any remedying anything thus far. Then we have Jarhead 2167 sent a rage quit. Where's the money, Jeremy? Insert the Big Lebowski scene. Also, Jer is... You're gonna use this word every day until I learn it, aren't you? It's a good way to get me to learn words. You know, Candace Owens should implement this in her show. See this? I'm using my black girl magic to educate myself.
Pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous. Let me just point something out with the TV show thing. Watching TV shows with your spouse is supposed to be the most baseline enjoyable thing. If you cannot watch TV with your spouse, something where you guys are doing nothing and you're just consuming something, it's over. Like, you're gonna see divorce papers. It's over. To be fair, he does sound annoying to watch shows with. Apparently someone said, my wife is so tired of me commenting on every person of colorliness that I see in history dramas and advertising that I now have a bell in my chair that I ring as an outlet of my frustration instead of talking about it. This is how you gotta watch TV shows. You have to have this on standby. Oh, it's Scooby-Doo? Daphne's black? Thank you, Jelly King 108 for the rage quit. Do you think your candles are strong enough to handle Jer's bathroom, or is that expecting way too much? Well, now that you mention it, I actually do have a candle to show you. We had a change in one of our candles, and we now have the Sky Bowl candle. You can go ahead and get your own Sky Bowl candle. So you can get the regular chemtrails one if you don't want, when you bring someone over and they're asking you, why does your candle say Sky Bowl? If you don't want to deal with that, you can just get the chemtrails candle and then just sound like Alex Jones anyway, being like, well, you see, the chemtrails in the sky. You know, that's a little bit easier than having to explain why your candle says Sky Bowl. We have the Coffee Brit Coffee candle, like a little bit nutty with the coffee fragrance, but it smells exactly like coffee. I was smelling it before the stream and I was fiending. I was like, I can't drink more coffee today. This Coffee Brit Coffee candle is made up of beef tallow, beeswax. But yeah, no, we're not making a poo scented candle. Please stop asking. And so to answer the question, is my candle strong enough to handle Jeremy's scent in the bathroom? Yes, specifically the Coffee Brit Coffee one. So not only does his wife not enjoy the most basic pastime to have with a partner, but additionally his own co-host remarks on Jeremy being creepy.
Passionate lover. So
he's talking about Luke.
This is Luke's kind of area of expertise, or one of his many, outside of being a very passionate lover. His information around.
How would you know about that?
She says, how would you know about that, you creep? And she has this very concerned look about her when she says that. On some level, even his own co-host is subconsciously thinking, that's a little bit weird. It's a little bit of a weird comment. I had a contact get in touch with me, and they were telling me, after seeing the Jeremy video, that they, as somebody who worked with Sam Hyde, they knew for a fact that Sam Hyde and him had worked together on coffee, and that Sam considers Jeremy to be a good friend. That's interesting that Sam Hyde and TheQuartering worked together on a coffee, and then Sam Hyde said that it was actually white label.
I don't drink this shit. Zip is what I drink. That coffee is actually good.
Yeah, it's good.
But that is white labeled. This is somebody else's coffee, white labeled. It is it American made? I think it is. It's not like Chinese. It's definitely not Chinese.
No.
I think it's American made. But
he doesn't even Sam Hyde doesn't know where the coffee's from. Nobody knows where Jeremy's coffee is from. And consumers have a right to know what they're eating. And they don't know. Not even Sam, someone who's working with Jeremy, presumably to make this coffee, considering how vague it is about the factory and everything, and considering my source saying that he was in the Slack working with him on it, and yet he doesn't even know where it's from, right? So that means that Jeremy certainly is a white label. I think so. I think there's a lot of evidence at this point to support the fact that Jeremy is trying to run a grift on his fans to make them donate more money to help him, to bail him out every time his brand coffee factory fails, that he claims to, oh, it's my factory, it's my workers. Okay, then that's interesting, because Sam's saying that this coffee that looks to be something that Quartering worked on is white label. It's almost like they do fulfillments, guys. It's almost like Quartering is just saying whatever to get even more money out of his fans despite being a multi-millionaire. He has to get a job, so what? He took somebody else's over a joke, over a non-violent joke.
American made? I think it is.
Doesn't even know if it's American made. That means Quartering was probably unable to tell Sam Hyde where the beans are coming from.
Like Chinese, it's definitely not Chinese. No. I think it's American made. But it's like a blend. Does it have chicory in it?
Private label.
I don't think it has chicory.
Nobody knows what's going on in the coffee factory. Nobody knows. Seriously, every time you try to look, you try to see, oh, where is it located? What's going on? Does Jeremy actually own it? And you just have to go through so many different weird rabbit holes to figure this out. When he's supposed to, as somebody who's selling something that's to be consumed, he's supposed to say where it's coming from, what people are eating, what's being contaminated at the factory for people who have allergies. But nobody knows, not even the people that work with him, supposedly.
I don't think it has chicory in it. I think it might have chicory in it. Does it have chicory in it?
We love that
What
chicory,
is chicory?
shit.
I don't know. I sent them Cafe Bustelo and I said, send me back something that's stronger than this. And they sent me something that other people don't sell. Like, they make it, it's a white labeled thing, but other people don't sell it. It's like it's like midnight black or whatever is what they call it.
Yeah.
This all sounds very elusive. Listen, if I'm consuming something, I don't want the description of it to sound very elusive. That's why at Reidstreet soap, we list all of the ingredients we use in the soap. And in the candles, the tallow soaps and candles. It's right there. And you know where it comes from. Michelle makes it by hand. I design it. Very straightforward. Why is it this fucking... Why are we Scooby-Doo in the gang? Scooby-Dooby-Doo. Figuring this out. Figuring out the mystery of Quartering's coffee. And where it comes from. Coffee brand coffee, non-FDA approved, worked in an FDA approved site. And the day we lost FDA compliance was the day the product was outsourced to another site. The FDA... non-compliance is a major F-up. Yeah, a lot of people are discovering the weird legalities of this and how mysterious it is. And yet he wants you to bail him out. He wants you to fund his luxurious lifestyle. He's going to keep begging you for money. Again, there's nothing wrong with if you're a brand, you want to do white label, that's fine. Plenty of brands do that. But everyone's usually transparent about it. Not to use it as a grift and making the coffee elusive and nobody knows where the factory is, and then he's saying it's not this one when people are asking about the factory, when it looks like it is that one, and then people are finding the address of the coffee factory, and then it's leading to nowhere. It's not, the coffee factory is not actually there on the listed address, and the rabbit hole just keeps getting deeper and deeper with this. Nobody knows what's going on with his coffee. He's just saying whatever to get money out of people for it. This is my work. These are my workers. I pay them a salary. It's like, okay, whatever you say. His ad reads are incredible. So this is something I pointed out in the video, that Jeremy does ads on ads on ads. Whenever there's no dead space or technical issues, he'll just do another ad. And I'm glad that Hotep got the exact count of it, because I remember it being ridiculous, but I hadn't shown in the video how extensive it is. But he says 5 coffee ads in 30 minutes. For his coffee that nobody knows where it comes from or what's in the factory. But he's busy shilling it. 5 coffee ads in 30 minutes. So this person claims that they got a 13-minute ad from TheQuartering. And apparently, according to Andy Worski, the Steven Crowder video from TheQuartering got more views than his normal videos. And now we have an explanation why. Because he's spending money for 13-minute ads to show his videos. Because he has now gotten to that point where he has to pay people to watch his videos because he's so fucking boring. And nobody respects him anymore. Nobody thinks he has integrity. Nobody cares about his opinions. So that's where we're at in the Jeremy saga. Apparently works with the sticker mule guy. There's some connections there with the business as well.
Park benches and stuff. This is their level of political activism.
This is sticker mule.
Just really super cringe. But anyway, here's a video of the guy that runs the sticker company. Here's a video of him and Jeremy.
I had a
Hamblin
furry
talking
working
about
for me.
furries.
So like,
What?
I don't care.
I like the furries. I love furries, but like they get the furry community.
Wait, wow, Trump for furries, everybody. We're gonna make America furry again.
I get it. Freedom of association, I get it. But when you're talking about all these bulls, right? We got the Sky Bull, we have potentially the Sam Hyde Bull, we have the Wisconsin Bull, the Pokey Bull, yeah. And then now you're onboarding a furry. Yeah, me pointing that out is to basically just, with the coffee stuff, Sam Hyde, is just to point out further that the whole white label thing, that he's lying about it. TheQuartering's lying about what his factory does and where it is and what the fuck is in it. Another clip of Jeremy's take on fashion, because we all were dying to know Jeremy's opinions on fashion. Mr. Poopy Pants Palette, who wears poopy color hoodies and trucker hats that say Lone Wolf. We were dying to know his opinion on fashion. I'm so alone, I'm the Lone Wolf. Literally buys a fucking Lone Wolf hat, guys. Do you know how comical that is? Where somebody goes and buys a Lone Wolf hat. That's like, he might as well bought a hat that said Sigma male. You know? Autistic Sigma male. In fact, that would have been funnier. I'm not like those other guys.
Lots going on. I see we have continued the trend. Hannah Claire, you thought I wasn't going to notice, but I see we've got... I'm going to start a jacket thing. Like, I think I have this thing.
Please don't.
Is that a
kind of
vest?
a hoodie, though.
Yes,
yeah.
it's a vest for lesbians.
I love how Quartering has the impulse to immediately start shitty companies that... My shitty hoodie, I should start a company on that.
A hoodie, though.
Yes,
yeah.
it's a vest for lesbians.
It's from a sponsor I had, and I must not have done so well for them because they never...
Yeah, you're used to getting it from a third party. Quartering dresses like a guy who's pretending to be straight, kind of like William. You know, when they pull on the Walmart flannel, the I'm definitely a straight guy flannel. The weird third party stuff explains Quartering's fashion sense. Did you guys see his little wrist flick there?
I'm gonna start a jacket thing.
I'm gonna start a jacket thing. Sit your ass down. He should sell a design pattern for underwear that has skid marks printed on it, so that when you actually have skid marks on your underwear, you can't tell. It's looking like it's not going well for Jeremy, because not only have all these other YouTubers that we know of covered it, but now, just before I started streaming, apparently Diesel Patches also covered the stuff about the Quartering, and he briefly went over the Ren Fair stuff that we went over before, with him creeping on women and accidentally creeping on a little girl.
I feel like so often I just leave it all behind and go get like a 2-bedroom apartment.
It's this part coming
really nice one. Like one streaming room and one nice room and a living room. Now I'd be really happy. Well, here, her cup overfloweth. You ready? Boom. Oh, it's too zoomed in.
Kind of difficult to take this this heartfelt moment seriously or feel bad when the minute he sees some women he finds hot pass by him, he has to pause to make more creepy comments.
Listen, fellas, can we rap for a second? I've been really thinking about embracing pure solitude and leaving my current life behind. I just feel nothing, guys. Everything just feels so meaningless.
Oh shit, too bad he's coming in hot. Awooga, boy.
Guys, I'm so lonely. My wife doesn't make me happy. She can't even watch TV shows with me because I'm too fucking annoying. Are those tits? Awooga! Is that coochie I smell? Doing. I just heard that Quartering's crashing out on Twitter as we speak. Apparently, Quartering is now doxing Yellowflash because Yellowflash agreed to have him on the show tonight. What a dirty scumbag. From the past, that Quartering is now pushing to his viewers. Because as you guys know, Yellowflash doesn't show face on his YouTube channel. This reminds me of Howling Mutant because he got doxxed by a journalist. His face got plastered everywhere now, and he's a normal guy, normal job. Now his LinkedIn is getting search bombed. It's like, got an email and it said 500 different people are searching his profile. And now he can't freely post anymore because his face is attached to his account. Before, he had this very like unhinged comedy style of being like, he has to be mindful of what he says more because it's like, well, now people have his full name because of a journalist doxing him. Now people know what he looks like. Now it's like, oh, well, I'm gonna call your job if you say this or that joke. He has a style where it's like, it's kind of like gross, but it's funny, and it's obviously a joke when he does it. People are upset and they want to go to his house. They were threatening him, and unlike Jeremy, he actually posted the threats. They were just openly doing it, posting his address and everything, hoping someone goes over to his place and does something to him. So that's another way of censoring people, in my opinion. I think if you try to dox someone that's anonymous and they haven't done anything to you in the sense of like, they haven't broke any laws, they haven't threatened you or like something serious like that, and you're like going and doxing them and posting it everywhere, that's a form of taking someone's free speech away, because you're now making it so that they can't say how they feel because now it has to be attached to their work. Yeah, how is this Christian of Jeremy to go and dox people? And then Yellowflash quote tweeted Jeremy with a photo, and he said, the new pictures are better. So he's doing what Holly Mutant did. He's leaning into it, and he's like, yeah, you know what? This is me. This is me, actually. Here's a better photo. Which is the move, and that's what worked out for Holly Mutant as well. He leaned into it. Tonight's live stream was to read super chats from the stream on Saturday. That was struck down. Now quartering sprung up wanting on. Yeah, that is weird timing. Would you rather have come on Saturday night for a real stream? I need to get all tweets you deleted so you can't say they're fake. It just never ends with him. He can't help himself. He can't help himself to the bathroom, and he can't help himself from looking like an ass. An ass that shit comes out of. He said, I'm ready. Come on, man. You've been destroying me for weeks. This should be an easy slam dunk. Plus, think of all the super chats you'll get. It's free money. Oh, he's drinking again, isn't he? This is that liquid courage, isn't it? Is he hoping he'll sober up by the time the stream happens? No. The next tweet you'll see from him after he's like, come on, Yellowflash, take me on. The next tweet is just, you know what? You're not worth my time, actually. Oh my God, he's doing it again. He's saying that, oh, I'll give them my financial reports to the Kino Casino. This, by the way, this is the whole thing that started this whole flagging campaign, was they wanted to financially audit him because he kept asking his fans for money despite being a multi-millionaire, and saying it was his coffee company and all this stuff, right? Spending his money on all this luxury stuff while begging for money. And then he withdrew it and was like, actually, I don't want to, because they want to get like Caleb Hammer to audit him. And then that's when he started getting uppity about them talking about the Wisconsin Bowl. So now it's gone full circle. Now it's actually, I will get financially audited anytime they want. There are two Jeremys. The sober one that has to clean up Pooh Jeremy's mess. The pooering, and then there's the Jeremy the janitor. Those are his two personalities. Yeah, another channel who made an endless videos epically owning me has backed out of a one-on-one conversation. It's almost like they're lying, afraid to stand on what they said. I offered two of these moral heroes a chance and they both ran. I'm done. Here's what I think it is. I think he views it as like, he wants more press, like, because his channel's dying, so he thinks by like going on a show it's gonna help his channel, like it's gonna boost him in the algorithm. He's actually just that desperate. I think that's what's going on. But yeah, that's pretty manipulative to post the photo